Hello sir, I'm Christian Arellano and I am going to answer the Part 1 midterm exam of database. So first question, what do you understand by database? So database is a collection of storing data that is typically stored in a system that the application or company has. Next is enlist the advantages of DBMS. So database management system have its advantages. First is the privacy. The database privacy restrictions only approve those who are authorized users may only access it. Next is the data consistency. Since there is no data redundancy in database, it is guaranteed that all data is consistent and all users accessing the database see the same information. Next is sharing of data. There are different levels of authorization for accessing the data, so it can only be shared if the proper authorization protocols are followed. Next is data security. So the data security only allows the authorized users to access the data and the unauthorized users can't access the data. Lastly, backup and recovery. It is very convenient to have this kind of feature as it restores the data if the system crashes. So it automatically saves the work and recovers the data in the system. Next is enlist the advantages of SQL. So structural query language. First is the faster query processing. A large volume of data is easily and effectively collected. Insertion, deletion, and manipulation data can all be achieved in a matter of seconds. Next is the interactive language. It answers the complex questions and can be obtained in seconds, and it is simple to learn and understand too. Next question is, what is the purpose of aggregated functions in SQL and how might you use them for reporting purposes in a real-world scenario? So it returns a single value after performing a calculation on one or more values. Aggregated functions in SQL is a kind of data retrieval to the database and it gives a report to the database. So more likely, it is like a summary report of a overall sale of the company. So and it has a large amount of data when knowing the summary report of the company's overall sales. So that is the how you use them in real-world scenario. Next question, what are the advantages and disadvantages of views in the database? So views, what is views? View is the simple subset of table which are stored logically in a database. It means a view is a virtual table in the database whose contents are defined by a query. So the advantages of views in database are, first is the security. Each user can be given permission to access the database only through a small set of views that contain the specific data user is authorized to see, thus restricting the user's access to store data. Next is the query simplicity. A view can draw a data from several different tables and present it as a single table, turning multiple table queries into a single table queries against the view. Next is the structural simplicity. Views can give a user a personalized view of the database structure, presenting the database as a set of virtual tables that make sense for the user. So the disadvantages of the views in the database have using views rather than the real tables performance degradation, because views only create the appearance of a table, not a real table. The query processor must translate a queries against the view into queries against the underlying source of tables. So next question, define all join. So there are 5 types of join. First is the inner join, left join, right join, and full join. First is the inner join. So it selects all rows from both the tables as long as the condition satisfies. Left join. This join returns all the rows of the table on the left side of the join and matching rows for the table on the right side of join. Right join. This join returns all the rows of the table on the right side of the join and matching rows for the table on the left side of join. Lastly, full join. It creates the result set by combining the result of left join and right join. Last question is, when to use functions over stored procedures? Functions have a more static structure and support less clauses and features than stored procedures in SQL. Table returning functions can be viewed as another row set. This can be used in conjunction with other tables in joins. Inline functions are similar to views in that they accept parameters and can be used in joins and other row set operations of it. So that is all, sir. Thank you.